remember when everyone made memes about the hype for Battlefield 42? Well, who's laughing now? Because I'm really fucking getting pissed off right now. Between the GTA Trilogy's disastrous launch, which, by the way, quick side note, is totally something Rockstar would have made a parody about within GTA, and Call of Duty Vanguard being the same brain-dead enemy shooting gallery it's always been. Remaster or unfinished release is the motto of modern gaming. And I'll say something else, if gaming continues like this, then it won't exist by the time of 2042. That I can tell you. Now, 2042 isn't the year that the new Battlefield is based on. No, you've been misled by EA. 2042 is the amount of glitches that you will encounter in a match. Hit the like button and subscribe, baby, because the best part of Battlefield 2042 is the custom game mode where players could turn off all the new shit they added with this new game. I mean, that perfectly sums up why nobody should buy this. And I love seeing streamers playing 2042 with no complaints whatsoever. It's the best Battlefield ever made. Yeah, you can tell who got the checks in the mail. You know, I used to think that YouTubers and streamers wouldn't be as corrupt as IGN, but I was very clearly wrong, judging based on these glowing reviews. This is why you listen to me. The last person EA or Activision is gonna send a free copy to is me, let's be honest. Anyway, look, I've always sniped in Battlefield. I'm probably in the top 10 snipers of all time. I'm like Jude Law from the movie Enemy at the Gates. I don't fucking miss. And the fact that there's no bonus points for headshots, and there's no zero in sniping, no kill range icon, and that makes sniping pointless and unsatisfying. And not to mention, the bullet speed for sniper rifles is shocking. I can't forget when DICE and EA said a while back that the game was well ahead of schedule and pretty much finished. What a load of bollocks that was, wasn't it? What about the next level destruction that we were all promised? Almost all of the buildings and shipping containers in 2042 are indestructible. Whereas all the other Battlefield games I've played, you can nearly flatten buildings. And that brings me to my next point. What's even the point of making the map so big? There's very little destruction. There's open fields of literally nothing happening. There's too many vehicles respawning over and over again. And for the love of Christ, why is DICE trying to combine different games into Battlefield only to make the game bare bones? I mean, Battlefield 4 makes this game look like a free demo. And speaking of Battlefield 4 literally has over 100 weapons, each with like 15 or more attachments, whereas this garbage has very few weapon attachments while limiting weapon types to certain classes. Which means, folks, that everyone after a few weeks will be using the same meta operator with the same meta weapons and the same meta gadgets. I mean, when was the last time you saw that in a Battlefield game? That's never happened. You know, let's actually get to that. Let's get to the list of things that are missing in Battlefield 42. Buckle up, you skirt-wearing twinks, because this will be a long one. And lest you forget, all of the things I'm about to mention were in previous Battlefield games. Now, there's no story or campaign mode. There's no server browser. Why there's no server browser in a Battlefield game is one of the great mysteries of the universe. Do those pricks at EA take us for dummies? I think they do. There's fewer game modes, fewer maps, including portal modes. There's, I think, 13 in total, but there's also no continuous lobbies. So you have to back out to the main menu and do matchmaking again after every match. And speaking of the main menu, there's no progress page. There's not even progress of assignments at the end of matches. So tell me, what is the point of even having it in the game? There's no global leaderboards, no dog tags, no custom badges, fewer achievements, no medals, and less environmental destruction. Much less environmental destruction. There's fewer weapons. You can no longer build fortifications on the map. There's no resupply stations. There's no enemy suppression mechanics. If you thought that was pathetic, let's get to to vehicles, baby! And right off the bat, you guessed it, there's less variety in vehicles. There's fewer pilot customization options. There's no tank zoom. Customization options. Are you seeing a pattern here? Oh, and I almost forgot there's no control options between helicopters and planes. And let's get to the point system. There's no points for eliminating squads. So if you're like me who routinely claps entire squads on a regular basis, there's no instant gratification of seeing the word squad wiped on your screen, and that sucks balls. There's no points for dealing damage to enemies. There's no points for assisting in vehicle destruction. There's also no headshot bonus. No points for long range kills, and no bonus points for completing objectives as a squad, which lends itself to being a lone wolf simulator. And by the way, there's about 30 more things I could rattle off right now, but I don't want to bore you anyway. And you know what really irks me is that everyone keeps saying that the game just came out. Give them a break. That is such a brain-dead, moronic take. That is like saying it's okay for you to buy a brand new car that breaks down on you 5 times a day because it just came out. Stop it now. These games are over $100 a copy for special editions, and they don't even run well on the best hardware. We just had this same problem with Rockstar trotting out a half-finished diabolical mess and then holding their hands out expecting $60. When are we as gamers gonna start saying f off and draw the line and never buy their games again? Because this is bad consumer practices, even though no one likes to hear it. We as consumers enable these bad practices these companies are partaking in. If we don't like what these companies are doing, don't give them money and don't play their games. Microsoft must have played Battlefield 2042 and said, release Halo right now. Oh, and I almost forgot again that one of my biggest gripes with 2042 is that they force you to spawn when the map loads, so effectively dumping 70% of the players in default spawns, meaning that everyone has to hoof it across the map on foot to an objective. Does that sound fun to you? Absolutely not. I would rather watch a dog lick its balls than have to go through that again. And on that bombshell, Manix out.
Okay, squads, strategy's simple. Capture your objectives, take control of the sectors, and repel the enemy. Hostile close!
I can see you, hey, what the hell's going on?
Watch out!